Amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Little tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep coming.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he's out right at the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard, and the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Dances by him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did.
Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, here's Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11,
They'll send a
11.
receiver in motion left. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down at 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one completes a Tunyon underneath. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An inside give to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On the counter, here's Jones. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you might be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
11 MP, Kate. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
11 MP, 11 MP. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MP, Kate. 11 MP, 12, 12, 12. Stop.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
12.
First down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Now Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
12. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Third and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go to 50. Hey, you block.
Running right, Jones. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 121 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
To the 43, 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a first down.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
I'm one, ready?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting into your guy out of the backfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a